but the blue Tiberium is almost gone now. I think that Conyard needed to get out while I had the chance, but now he's going to lose it, and he's going to lose his tech. Should have placed his tech center somewhere safer. And there you go, powers down and sells, so he's not going to do well here. But this army here has diverted its attention to this base here. Assault move would be good to destroy these structures, and he is going to take out the operation center, so that's going to hurt his middle tier units. But I think the rest of his Conyard's going down. He needs to sell up now. He needs to place a crane if he wants to keep his build, because he's in big trouble. He's got 2 war factories and a barracks, and he's about to place another defense. You'd hope it'd be a sonic emitter, but I don't think it is. Those avatars are leaving. I'm not sure why. They need to keep attacking. These units here getting cleaned up. It looks like that attack force is almost gone. So Lu really desperately trying to pull away Steel Talon's his attention away from his base. But yeah, repairing his Conyard, it's not preferable. He's just wasting money here. This whole base is going down. One zone trooper squad does get out, but that shredder turret comes up now. He's not even going to drop one of these avatars who have been very, very helpful. They're the only units left in this attack force. And yeah, there is a mammoth tank coming. I'm not sure what else he's got. He hasn't really got anything else. There's no Tiberium, so again, he probably should have backed out of this area when he saw that massive attack coming. He couldn't hold it. Guardian Cannon comes down, so he's getting pretty desperate. One of the avatars finally goes down. There is a mammoth tank there. That's going to help him put some fire on these guys here, but he can't take this Redeemer again. And one Predator tank there just trying to fight this shredder turret, which does have the particle beams. I don't think he's going to win. He may win. He does win. Lucky. Still a power plant there. He needs to take that out. Yep, good move. So yeah, I think Lu, he should have known what was coming and perhaps just backed out. Got his Conyard out of there when he had time, and he could have taken this Tiberium field. It's the only Tiberium left on the map, because the blue Tiberium that has been brought in, which wasn't that much, has all been spent. And there isn't that much to show for it, actually. A lot of units have been destroyed, so he's just got his Redeemer. He's got a couple of significantly damaged avatars. One's actually veteran. He could stop those easily with some air vehicles, but he does not have a airfield. And there's a mammoth tank. I'm not sure if that's the same one. I think it is. He's actually double dropped minefields there on top of one another to make them super condensed, but he needs them to walk over it now. And rockets being spewed out, but they won't be able to take the Redeemer because it does have a garrison there from the Tiberium troopers, and these harvesters going down now. I think Lu is just backing out of this game. He needs to do something. He could perhaps go and attack this area here, just wipe out the main base over here, because there is no tech center. Look at that, he's been fully deteched. So Steel Talon's Onsal has been completely detected. He may be able to, Lu may be able to take out one more of these avatars. Oh no, 2 veteran avatars there now. Very heavily damaged one there. That harvester needs to get out of there. Yeah, but I think Lu he's almost gone. Very nice game. Probably not as good as the first one, but a very good watch. I mean, I've never heard of any of these players. I'm not sure if they're on Smurf accounts, but they've played on the 1.03, and they've given us a nice match as well. Don't have to be spectacular matches. I just need something to VOD. And he's taken the initiative. Steel Talon's Onsal has taken the initiative to go here and expand on the final crystal field. So that's all the only Tiberium left on the game that is anything significant there. Every other field is completely dry. Even this one here, Conyard moving around the top from Lu, and he's moving an army around. It's a significant army, but I don't think you can take an epic unit. And these forces here just lining up buggies and avatars with the Redeemer. Now the Redeemer and epic units aren't that great. People are turning to their tier 3 armor a little bit more now. It's just a little bit more beneficial. And these guys are going to come down, find this spike and destroy it. And those spikes clean up the mines, not the spikes, the shredder turret obviously was aware, or perhaps he knew that there were mines there and he's cleaned it up. Sell-off comes here. That's a good move. It's a smart move by Steel Talon's Onsal. He can't hold this position, so he's selling up and getting out. He does have the superior forces, but he's a long way from his main base, and he takes out that spike. Another harvester wandering into the zone here, and there's the Redeemer. He rage gens, but a lot of these units are already firing at him. A few of the Predator tanks taking a swipe at the APCs, and he's got to watch out. He's coming in for the crush. He needs to get... Oh, no, he stops. It's going to be interesting to see if he can actually take these down. He sells up on that refinery. He's causing significant damage to the Redeemer. He may be able to hold out here. That Redeemer's going to run, and more Predator tanks coming to trap it, so that's a nice move there. He's got units all around him. He is kind of stuck, and I don't think he's going to cause his $6,000 worth of damage. So yeah, he kind of deserved that, because he did send it out unsupported, and the Redeemer has the least health of all the units. Elite Pitbull, nice move there. And APMO forcing those guys back. So not an easy road for the Mock player now. He really did have the game sealed, but now Lou is really fighting for it, and he doesn't want to let go. Needed to play out just a bit early. He's got a little bit of Tiberium over here. There's a Harvester there. Probably just not paying quite enough attention. I mean, he's had some time. Steel Talon's has had some time to repair these units, but he just hasn't. He's obviously been pretty occupied. He's trying to take down that last spike. A few Predator tanks there. Not sure how well they're going to go. And a lot of Harvesters here. Look at them. They're just absolutely lining up with Tiberium. Just so much Tiberium coming in now for Steel Talon's Ozil. I don't see how Lou can hold out against this economic advantage. He's going to be really cranking it. He could even sell all these Shredder turrets off and get a nice boost. These Pitbulls are going to come in. They're probably going to have a tough time because there are rockets in that building. And these guys here maybe worked out Pitbull up to heroic. But yeah, he does have a little bit of Tiberium here, so he's going to be bringing a little bit, but that's not going to last very long. And a lot of Tiberium being cleaned up. I think Steel Talon's Ozil could easily just take the remaining forces from Lou here. He's actually sending down 2 very heavily damaged rifleman squads, probably just a scout, probably just to see where he's up to. And you can see now that they are there. Those buggies probably can see those tanks. So yeah, a War Factory drop or some kind of repairs for these avatars, because 3 of them are very badly damaged, or 2 of them are about 45%, and another one here is about 20% or 25%. A little bit of Tiberium being cleaned up on the middle of the map here, a little bit of blue Tiberium there, a little bit of green Tiberium there, not much happening. That spike there obviously dead. Perhaps someone could take that spike there, but yeah, I think Steel Talon's Ozil has kind of got the game in the bag and has had it in the bag for a while, but he just doesn't want to go forward and take it. He's just consolidating his position. Perhaps he feels that Lou has got some more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, he has got an army. He did take out the Redeemer. He's probably just scared Steel Talon's Ozil back a little bit because he doesn't have a very good line of sight here. He doesn't know what Lou's up to. Lou isn't in a very good position. He has built his tech center. He needs some Juggernauts. He's got one already. He looks like he's building a second one. So yeah, I think Steel Talon's Ozil has lost his opportunity to take an easy victory. Well, overall it was an easy victory, but he was in a position to take a considerably easy victory. But now he's going to have a little bit of a fight on his hands once more of those jugs come out. And these buggies are coming around. They're not upgraded. They don't have the Emp coils, so they're just going to find these harvesters. They're going to realise that, hang on, he's moved his base all the way around here. And those harvesters are actually going to leave. I mean, there's no Tiberium. That one there probably could dump its Tiberium in the refinery. A few Pitbulls coming. They're not going to be able to do much. Yeah, again, this army is growing very heavy, and there is a what do you call it? Tiberium chemical plant. That's it. Yes. So obviously looking to come around here, and these buggies are going to get smashed by these pred tanks. This is the main force by Lou. He's moved his units across here, and it wasn't me. He's trying to talk to me. I'll just ignore him for a while. He'll go away. A few tanks coming down here now. There's at least 3 jugs on the field, and the space up in command. I don't know why he went for that. He probably doesn't have a lot of money for the support powers, but he doesn't want to sell up. He's obviously waiting for a climatic battle here and hoping perhaps his shockwave can give him a win. I mean, if he can destroy the mock avatars, he could probably take this game, because oh no, he's trying to rebuild his Redeemer if it's not already out and I can't see it. Spike over there, rockets there. Yeah, these guys just slowing it down a little bit. Yeah, again, like I said, oh, is this TIV Vapor Bomb? It is a TIV Vapor Bomb, and it does take out the space uplink command, so that's going to be costly for Lou. He probably can't afford to replace that, while the mock player can definitely replace that. He's actually cleaned all the Tiberium up, and he's dropped his seed there as well. And he's got some upgrades. I mean, he left this final push a little bit late, but he's probably going to walk over this army. Now, he actually got some repairs for those avatars, so that's nice. I'm not sure where. Oh no, he did have a war factory there. And he's even bringing Spectres. Spectres versus Jugs. The Jugs are probably more combat efficient than these Spectres. Their range is just insane, and they can come out of nowhere because they have stealth. They do take a little bit longer to set up, but they're very cheap. Well, they're not very cheap, but they're a lot cheaper than Jugs, and once they deploy, a few of them can put a nice, bigger, very accurate splash on another player. Yeah, but look, those Jugs are scaring him away, so Steel Talon's Ozil all of a sudden doesn't have the confidence to go forward. I mean, the longer this game goes on now, I think Lou is actually moving into a better position. There's Tiberium here. He has 4 fields under his control. where Steel Talons Ozil has one field under his control, and he has this blue field which isn't regrowing very well at all because his shredder turrets are in the way. He probably should sell them off. I'm not sure what's happening now. Scattered forces here. This is not a good idea. He shouldn't scatter his forces. He needs to consolidate his forces. He's got a lot of turrets there and an MCV move. And the Redeemer's back out. And did he just cloak his Redeemer? He did. $3,000 cloaking field on the Redeemer. I think the cloaking field doesn't damage infantry anymore. I'm not quite sure about the stats on that one there. But rockets coming in. There's a lot of AP ammo. He's not going to be able to see that Redeemer. I don't think he saw it, but he got cloaked. So these jugs here, hiding in between the buildings, obviously, they're probably going to get crushed. And Rage Gen goes off. But these units here fire at the Redeemer. And the Rage Gen doesn't seem to have affected really much at all. That jug gets away. So yeah, and now the Rage Gen having an effect. Snipers getting totally cleaned out. So a lot of confusion there for Lou. He really got splintered and shattered there. He's probably going to go down this force. Looks like Steel Talons Ozil's force is pretty much is pretty condensed. I mean, it'd be a prime target for a shockwave artillery or even a orbital strike would be good. But now they have spread out a little bit. His AP ammo equipped units have gone. Those jugs are coming in. He's fighting to the death. Lou probably could send his avatars in. Not Lou, sorry. Steel Talons Ozil probably could send his avatars in. He's not. He's definitely getting taken down. He can't take out this infantry swarm now. And that Redeemer going in, and oh, look at that, he's been revealed by base defense. You don't see that very often. But no, gone straight away, and that Juggernaut's probably going to go down. These guys here still fighting, a few tanks, one jug here, one jug there. Not quite finishing it off. There's kind of too much happening that it doesn't look like they can control it. That one Redeemer there is probably going to finish off that last jug. And these guys will finish off at the center force here, so it doesn't look like any surprises for Lou here. He doesn't have anything else left to hold this off, and he's probably going to go down. He could take out that veteran avatar. He's actually got 3 veteran avatars. No, one's gone elite, and an elite avatar with no upgrades. So yeah, look at that. Lou has been splintered and he's gone. He's selling off. That's going to be a good game. That was a pretty nice game. A little bit longer on Classic Rift. So well done to both players. That was very good. So let's bring up the stats here. 25 minutes that one. Stats again, probably don't count for too much. Looks like Steel Talons Ozil had a little bit more money, but then dipped under and managed to get back on top. So both players getting the advantage several times in that game, and it really did come down to who was the better player in that match there. So structures and units there. So Steel Talons Ozil getting a lot right at the end. Every time he expanded, he got a lot of units, then lost them. I think a lot of units and lost them, but right at the end there, obviously totally overpowering his opponent. So well done to both players. Let's have a look at the final stats. 179,500 compared to 187,700. So not too much in it there. Well done to Steel Talons Ozil. That was a great game. If you have any more updates, or not updates, any more replays from the patch, I'll be happy to VOD them. Just post them in the appropriate forum, and I hope everyone's enjoying 1.03.4 at the moment. And I'll be here next week to try and bring you some more VODs.